My name is Dr. P.C. Patel, Professor and Chief Soil Health Specialist, College of Agriculture, Parul University, Mati Agromart Private Limited, Anand, Gujarat. So today, the topic of my YouTube is Perennial Forage Lucerne variety Alamdar-51 yielding forage production. India possesses the huge livestock population of 512 million heads, which is about 15% of the world livestock, and is having 16% of human population to be sustained on approximately 2% of total geographical area of the world. The share of livestock sector in agriculture GDP was 29.20% in 2012-13. India remained in second position in cow milk production and first position in buffalo milk production among the top 10 countries of the world. The available land is being used for arable farming and food production, so there is a tremendous pressure on the availability of feed and fodder. The important role of Lucerne alfalfa in development of animal husbandry is based on high potential for production of biomass, reaching of high grain and dry material with low investment during all period of utilization make Lucerne production very economical. On the other hand, Lucerne is a rich source of crude protein with excellent digestibility. Protein from Lucerne fodder are the cheapest source of protein in animal feed. Besides that, Lucerne fodder had a high content of macro and microelements, which are so important for animal health. So, alfalfa Lucerne is the best for high producing dairy cattle and horses. So, cow graze alfalfa. In India, the farmers are grown Lucerne as cultivated crops. Horse graze green alfalfa in farm, then let it feed alpha hay to horse. Then Lucerne is excellent feed value. Feeding Lucerne hay to horses, Lucerne dairy animal treatment. So when we feed the Lucerne hay or green fodder to the animals, the milk production of the animal has been increased. Then it is usually grown in pure stand, although it is good component of grass legume mixture. So Lucerne can be grown in a mixture also along with the grasses. Lucerne fodder can be used in several ways, usually as hay, but also as high quality silage, LAGs dehydrated in form of briquettes or by grazing. Symbiotic nitrogen fixation gives Lucerne not just economical, but very high ecological importance too. It is a reason why Lucerne, besides important role in conventional husbandry, is getting a great role in sustainable agriculture and organic production. So on left side, we can see the nodules of Lucerne. On right side, we can see the nodules on clover. So all those characteristics come from that Lucerne is really queen of forages. So it is a queen of forages. Lucerne is also known as a king of fodder crop because of the high yield obtained, its palatability, and high feeding value. So Lucerne is queen of forages and also known as a king of fodder crops. Then you can know that we get punch by flower, then pollination has been occur and seed setting of Lucerne has been occur. So main forestation Anand Agriculture University, Anand, Gujarat. India have Lucerne varieties, two varieties, GL1, popularly known as Anand 2, and GL2 SS627 are suitable for seasonal sowing in dry temperate region, popular in farmer as well as tall plant, vigorous growing, leaves are broad, and flowers are purple in color. It gives 6 to 7 cutting and produce 50 to 70 metric ton green forage yield. GL2 means SS6 to 7 is resistant to downy mildew. These are sown early by line sowing at 25 centimeter apart using 5 kg seed rate per hectare during second week of November for obtaining higher forage and seeding of Lucerne and net realization. So this experiment was conducted by us at a main forest station, as I have served for in project 1982-2006. So it is a popular variety, Lucerne variety GL1, popularly known as Anand2. Lucerne seed production is influenced by different source and level of sulfur. So we have conducted this trial at Anand, main forest station from 1982 to 2001, and recommendation made for dairy farmers. The farmers of Gujarat agroclimatic zone 3 growing Lucerne variety GL1 are advised to apply 40 kg sulfur factor in form of gypsum in soil having sulfur status marginal to obtain higher yield of Lucerne and Titan. We should have to apply common dose of 10 metric ton farmyard manure per hectare and 25, 50 kg and 50 kg NPK per hectare should be also applied to the crop. Lucerne crop also responds to zinc and boron for Lucerne seed production. So same trial was conducted by us at Anand, at the same location in the same period. Result indicated that application of 25 kg zinc sulfur factor alone recorded the highest yield of Lucerne variety GL1, that is Anand2, 496.1 kg per hectare as compared to control. Application of 20 kg borax per hectare produced 461.2 kg Lucerne seed per hectare. The percent increase in Lucerne yield from 11.9 to 12.3% due to zinc and B application. So there is a positive response. The soil having marginal zinc status. The requirement of potassium in Lucerne. Lucerne requires large amount of potassium for its maximum growth potential. Open alpha is considered as a luxury consumer of potassium. Therefore, when soil potassium level are limiting, the potential of alfalfa to maximize growth and yield decreases long before any visual symptom of potassium deficiency, such as stunted growth, white spot on leaf margin, and defoliation are observed in the plant. So, looking this requirement of the potassium to Lucerne crop, I have conducted one experiment at Anand. So we have made the recommendation that the farmers are advised to grow Lucerne variety LL3 as annual in winter Rabi season, enrich in available phosphorus and medium in potassium, along with fertilizer dose of 75 kg P25 per hectare and 300 kg K2 per hectare to obtain maximum dry matter and crude protein yield, their Titan and 8 ICVR. They could also grow GL1, that is Anand1, Anand2, by fertilizing 50 or 75 kg P2 per hectare, along with 300 kg K2 per hectare to obtain higher dry matter and crude protein yield net returns. The potassium fertilizer should be applied in 3 split, 50% basal, 25% each at the beginning of summer and monsoon season, while P should be applied as a basal dose. So growing Lucerne seed depends on bee for pollination. So I have discussed earlier. So for tripping, bee is required, and then pollination occur and seed setting start. Then quality Lucerne seeds. So quality is very important because in Lucerne seed there was a mixture of the cuscuta breeds. So the Alamdar Seed Private Limited, Anjar, Kutch, Bhuj, Gujarat, India has found out solution for evolving to Lucerne variety Alamdar-1 and Alamdar-51 by carried out constant research work in Lucerne crop from the Kutch area. So Alamdar seeds continuously strive to supply high quality Lucerne seed to growers. Quality assurance at Alamdar Seed Private Limited is the strength in our corporate strategic plan. So I told that a dodder means kaskasta is a problem in Lucerne seed as well as in forage production. So the dairy farmer could not obtain proper variety and quality of Lucerne seed suitable to their area from the Lucerne seed merchant, timely resulted in low forage production. Lucerne seeds are contaminated with kaskata, dodder, weed seed to dairy farmers are obtained very low forage production and sometimes crops is fail. So farmers shifted to another forage crop like sorghum, maize, hybrid napier grass, but these fodder crops are not substituted to Lucerne crop as Lucerne is really queen of forages. So for the control measure of the Kaskata, pendimethalin at 0.5 kg per hectare applied at 2 weeks after sowing effectively control the Kaskata in Lucerne and Bursen without damaging the crop. So it is a control measure and seed quality is important. So the Alamdar Seed Company Punjab maintain the seed quality through seed processing, seed testing, moisture testing, and isolation distance. So in Lucerne crops seed production, the isolation distance of 4 meter and they are maintaining the genetic base of the population. The company are producing seed under our own supervision and if required take the help and guidance of for specialists and expert in seed production. Almost care is taken with threshing of seed to minimize contamination by other variety and weed seeds. So I visited the Alamdar Seeds company 5 to 7 times and I will give the advice. I was given the advice to the Alamdar Seed company. So Alamdar Seed Private Limited. So I told that that company Alamdar Seed Private Limited Anjar has evolved 2 varieties of Lucerne Alamdar-51 Perennial for 3 years and Lucerne Alamdar-1 annual type. Both are popular among the farmer due to vigorous growth and high grain forage and more tiller per plant. So Lucerne Alamdar-51 is a perennial variety, so which can be grown for 3 years. It has the deep root system suitable in high dry temperature ranges from 45 to 48 degrees centigrade and salt affected area. It has better plant height and having more number of tiller per plant. The first cut of this variety comes after 45 days of sowing and subsequent cuts are taken after 18 to 22 days depending upon the season. The average green forage yield is 130 to 150 ton per hectare in a period of 12 months, means 1 year. Whereas average yield over 3 years is 110 to 120 ton per hectare while total yield of 3 years is 330 to 375 tons per hectare in 3 years. So Alamdar was initially started as Khoja Habib Mohammed by Mr. Habib Mohammed Bhimani in 1932 at Nagalpur, Kutch. Before this venture, he learned a lot of things related to forage crop and to Alamdar brand under supervision of Mr. Haji Akbar Ali Habib Bhimani, an award winner Bharatiya Udyog Ratna Award for research achievement in Lucerne. So the proprietor, Mr. Khoja Habib Mohammed, who was a merchant at the beginning, was mainly interested in the development of rural population by giving some new ideas. So Alamdar Seed created an available reputation of trust by providing quality Kaskata pre-Lucerne seeds along with package and practices to Lucerne growers. Alamdar Seed has a team of experienced cultivated Lucerne seed advisor from Gujarat, chain of retailers and traders in northern, central, southern India. So I told that their company have developed two varieties, Alamdar-1 and Alamdar-51. So for quality, Lucerne seeds variety either Alamdar-1 seasonal annual or Alamdar-51 perennial 3 years is available from local seed retailer, distributor or Alamdar seeds directly at Anjar. So Alamdar success ladder by our constant untiring efforts. Alamdar Seeds Private Limited Anjar was successful in developing high-yielding annual and perennial Lucerne varieties, Alamdar-1 and Alamdar-51. We are in the service of Lucerne farming community through supplying Lucerne seeds to Lucerne growers. We ensure Cascata-free Lucerne crop. So they are giving the guarantee that the seeds are free from Cascata or dodder. So you can see the growth, a farmer to an entrepreneur. So 1932, so late Sri H. Bhimani was the pioneer of Miss Khoja Habib Ahmed. I was met 5 to 7 times to late Sri H. Bhimani, and he has both sons, Mr. Muhammad Riaz and Mr. Zaid Hussain, the son of Mr. H. Bhimani. So you can see, so increase for reproduction starting from 1932 to 2005. So Lucerne is also grown for reclamation of saline soil by growing salt-tolerant crop like Lucerne, Alamdar-1 and Alamdar-51. It also improves soil fertility and it fixes nitrogen in soil. So you can see the photo of late Mr. H. Bhimani observing the Lucerne seed production plot of Lucerne variety Alamdar-51. Mr. H. Bhimani along with forest scientists observing the persistence of Lucerne Alamdar-51. Then forest scientists from ICR, IJPR, Jhansi and Gujarat Agriculture University, Anand. So it is my photo and Dr. J.P. Yadendra, research scientist. So we are observing the rhizobium nodules in the Lucerne Alamdar-51. So nodule on Lucerne left side and so Lucerne Alamdar-1 seed production plot in flowering stage. So excellent growth of the Lucerne Alamdar-1. Then the field view of Lucerne Alamdar-51. Then QRT interacting with farmers along with Mr. Mohd Riaz Alamdar Seeds Private Limited. So he is the son of the Alamdar, Akbar Ali Alamdar. So QRT interacting with Lucerne growing farmers and Mr. Mohammad Riaz Bhimani and Alamdar Seed Private Limited, Nagalpur, Kutch. So you can see that QRT team from ICR has visited at farmers' field. That is Alamdar Seeds Private Limited company, Punjab. So we can see is Dr. J.P. Yadendra, research scientist, former research scientist. So he is also visiting the place. Then recognized award. So there have been visit by various national and international dignitaries to our research farm, seed processing plant and field activities and have interaction with us. Our concentrated efforts have resulted in development of Cascata-free seeds of Lucerne varieties, Alamdar-1 and Alamdar-51. And I told that Alamdar-1 is an annual and Alamdar-51 is a perennial variety. The application from Government of India, ICR, New Delhi, Anand Agriculture University, Government of Gujarat, District Millennium Limited and ADB and dairy farmers in the testimony of our work. So former honorary Chief Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi sir, has visited Lucerne Alamdar Seeds stall during High-Tech Krushi Mela on 2002 at Bhuj, Kutch. At present, you know that everybody know that he is the Prime Minister of India. Then recognized awards. So Bharatiya Udyog Ratna Award, paid on 2005 by Mr. Rokawada, High Commissioner, Fiji, Mr. MP Elimba, High Commissioner Uganda, and Sri P. Satyanarayana Reddy, former Governor UP, to Sri H. Bhimani. So he was late Dr. H. Bhimani, and he was obtained the Bharatiya Udyog Ratna awarded in 29th April 2005. Then Dr. Mangla Rai, Secretary and Director General ICR, New Delhi, honor for research in Lucerne to Sri Akbar Ali at Bhimani on 17th August 2003 during opening ceremony of main forest station at Gujarat Agricultural University, Anand, Gujarat. So at that time I was working at main forest station at Anand. Then recognized awards. So he is Riyaj, the son of the Akbar Ali Bhimani. So he was getting the Sardar Patel Agriculture Award is presented to Mr. Khoja Habib Ahmad Nagalpur on 13th April 2007 for the contribution of Lucerne seed research and Lucerne new variety of Alamdar-51 by the Agriculture and Cooperation Department, Gujarat State, during third Krushi Mahotsav. So we are knowing that Mr. Narendra Modi, Chief Minister at that time, and he has started the Krushi Mahotsav, and farmer get many benefit for the innovation technology on the agriculture crops. Then Lucerne Perennial 51, Lucerne Alamdar-51 seed. So you can see here. Then contact for Lucerne seed Alamdar-51 and Alamdar-1. Managing Director Mr. Mohammad Riyaz Bhimani. Mobile number +91 9825 661551. Address Alamdar Seeds Private Limited, near Gramin Bank, Post Nagalpur, District Kutch, Anjar 370132, Gujarat, India. So it is a mobile number, and the website is www.alamdar.co.in, alamdar.in, alamdar.biz, and the email of the company is alamdar_seeds@yahoo.in. So I have narrated the company of Alamdar Seeds Private Limited, and the company sold the seeds sizable size in different parts of the country in India, like Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Karnataka, and so on. So the quality of the Alamdar-51 and Alamdar-1 is better, and both varieties are suitable in saline condition, and both varieties are popular, and you know that it is popular since 1932. So it is my publication on the forage crop Lucerne. So I have made 15 research on Lucerne crops. Then we have written 2 books, 3 bulletin. So if you like my YouTube, then please subscribe.